The xenobiology lab fell silent as Professor Kael'thar's claws slipped on the containment unit. The crystalline specimen shattered across the floor, and a jagged shard flew through the air like a missile. It struck the human teaching assistant, Marcus Chen, directly across his forearm, leaving a deep crimson gash that immediately began bleeding. The Vexari students shrieked in their high-pitched frequencies, their translucent skin flashing distress colors. Kael'thar's 4 eyes widened in horror. On his homeworld, such a wound meant certain death. The loss of internal fluids was catastrophic for his species. Emergency medical team. Kael'thar shouted into his communicator, his mandibles clicking frantically. Code Crimson. Immediate extraction required. Marcus looked down at his arm, blood dripping steadily onto his lab coat. He grabbed a nearby cloth and pressed it against the wound. What? No, Professor, I'm fine. It's just a scratch. Just a scratch? The Zelthian student, Mora, collapsed into her chair, her 3 hearts racing visible beneath her semi-transparent chest. You're hemorrhaging. Your vital fluids are escaping. Marcus chuckled, wrapping the cloth tighter around his arm. Seriously, guys, I've had worse playing football. See? It's already slowing down. He held up the cloth, showing them the blood flow had reduced significantly. The students stared in collective disbelief. Professor Kael'thar approached cautiously, his scanner trembling in his claws. The device beeped, analyzing Marcus's vital signs. Impossible, Kael'thar whispered. Your cardiovascular system is compensating. Your body is already initiating repair protocols. The coagulation factor is, he paused, recalibrating his scanner. Off my measurement scale. Yeah, that's called clotting, Marcus said, walking calmly to the first aid station. He cleaned the wound, applied antiseptic, which made him wince slightly, and began wrapping it with bandage. I'll probably need a few stitches, but the campus clinic can handle it. Should be healed up in a week or 2. A week? Slicks, a Corvan student whose species regenerated limbs over months, buzzed in astonishment. Such damage repairs in mere days? Give or take, Marcus shrugged with his uninjured arm. Humans heal pretty fast. Plus, we've got this great immune system that fights off infections. Oh, and our pain tolerance is pretty high. This stings, but it's manageable. The medical team burst through the door with a hover stretcher and emergency stasis field. They stopped short, confused by the scene, a bleeding human calmly finishing his own first aid while 24 alien students watched like he was performing a miracle. False alarm, Marcus called to them. Sorry for the panic. Just a minor cut. As the bewildered medical team departed, Professor Kael'thar made a note in his datapad. He would need to completely revise his lecture on catastrophic injury responses across species. He glanced at Marcus, who had returned to sweeping up the broken specimen, one-armed, still smiling. Humans, Kael'thar realized, were far more terrifying than the galaxy had prepared him for, not because they were violent, but because they simply refused to acknowledge when they should be dead.